Find simple interest on rupees 12,000 at 6% per annum for 5 months, 73 days, 2 years and 6 months. Now, simple interest basically means that, let's say for example, there were two people, L and B. B required money, okay, and he went to L, who is the lender, okay, who has the money and who is willing to give it to B. But what he said was that whatever money I give you, let's say in this example it is 12,000, I will give the money to you, okay, this 12,000, but you pay me interest. Interest is basically the increase or the accretion that the borrower has to pay to the lender for use of this money, right? So in this example, the interest is 6% per annum. Normally this interest has to be on an annual basis, okay? So simple interest basically means that the interest, now interest can be calculated on this 12,000 in two ways. You can calculate the interest, let's say at 6% per annum. Let's say in year 1 at 6%, whatever is the interest, let's say it is 100. It's not 100 actually, but let's say it is 100. Then year 2 also, the interest is calculated on this 12,000 only. So what happens is that in year 2 you don't add up this interest here and make it 12,100 to calculate it on this, but you just calculate on the original amount itself. So in case of simple interest, the interest is calculated on the original amount of loan, also known as the principal. There is always a rate of interest which has to be written as ROI or rate, okay? Simple interest is basically calculated by multiplying the principal into rate into time and dividing this by 100. Now please note that this rate has to be an annual rate and the time also has to be annual, right? So let's say the principal in first case was 12,000. What is the rate of interest? Rate of interest is 6% per annum. So this in any case is annual, so I don't do anything. 6 into time. Now time here it is given as 5 months. Now you know 5 months is equal to what? It is equal to 5 divided by 12 years, right? Because in 1 year there are 12 months. So if you convert 5 months into years, it is 5 divided by 12. So you multiply it by 5 divided by 12 divided by 100. So this 12 can knock this off to give 1000. These two zeros can cancel out with these two zeros. So 10 into 6 is 60. 60 into 5 is 300. So your simple interest on 12,000 at 6% for 5 months is 300. Second case, 73 days. Again, how much is the principal? 12,000. There is no change there. Rate of interest is 6. The time is given in days, which is 73 days. Now in a year there are 365 days, right? So if you have to convert the days into years, you divide it by 365. Okay, so 73 divided by 365, because this time has to be in years, divided by 100. Again 1 2, right? 73 will go into 365 5 times. This 5 can knock off this 120 to give you 24. 6 into 24 is 120 plus 24, 144. So your simple interest for 73 days is 144. Third case, 2 years and 6 months. Again, what is the principal? Same. Rate of interest, same. Okay. Time is 2 years and 6 months. So 2 years plus 6 months. 6 months can be written as 6 divided by 12 years. Right? So 1, 2. 2 plus 1 half, or this will come as 5 divided by 2. So you take the LCM of these two, you will get 2. 2 goes into 1 2 times, 2 times plus 2 is 4, plus 2 goes into 2 1 time, 1 time 1 is 5, 1. So 5 by 2 years, 5 upon 2 years, divided by 100. Again, knock this off against this 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 15 is, 3 times 5 is 15. Into 120, 120 into 15, 12 into 15 is 180, so 1800, right? So the trick is basically that you have to convert, the principal is always going to remain the same, the rate has to be annual and the time has to be annual as well, or in years.